You may be hoping for more interest rate cuts, but officials from the Federal Reserve hinted they may be waiting a bit longer. This comes as hundreds of thousands of new homeowners are now underwater on their mortgages. Let's go to Emma Withrow from the Fact Check team. And I know that you dug into underwater mortgages a bit further. You looked at the new research. What did you find?
So starting with the basics for people who aren't aware, being underwater on your mortgage means that you owe more than your house is currently valued. So according to the Wall Street Journal, they did a deep dive into all of this, and they found that a lot of these large-scale home builders are offering super low mortgage rates. We're talking like 3.9% compared to the current market rate of like 6.3%. But then they're keeping the price of the newly built home that they're selling higher than it might actually be worth. So buyers are essentially paying inflated home prices to get a lower monthly payment. But the problem is, as an analyst told the Wall Street Journal, 27% of lenders, which is a large-scale home builder company, of their FHA loans are now underwater, which is just becoming a major problem for these, normally young new homeowners.
And if you want to sell, it just sounds like you're on the hook to come up with that difference.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest issues that's directly impacting these homeowners, is that they lose their mobility. They really can't sell their house without bringing cash to the closing of the deal to make up the difference on their loan, which could sometimes be like tens of thousands of dollars. They also wouldn't be able to refinance their loan to a lower rate because lenders require equity. And then there's also the fact that they're more likely, at least research shows, to walk away from the deal and default on their loan, like we saw in 2008.
Well, you talked about the incentive of lower payments. And speaking of, a little later on, Emma will join us to break down President Trump's idea of a 50-year mortgage and whether experts think it's a blessing or a curse.